Beaverfield. Of all the places we could have landed in the world, Beaverfield.
Look, after Montecito and the whole Red Room debacle, be lucky that I have an uncle in the next town that's around and that'll let us do some work. Now quit belly aching. I gotta clear these roads.
Yeah, but Beaverfield.
The heck was that?
Maybe a beaver?
Oh, man. I had a burrito with my name on it back home, too.
Everything about this predator is unorthodox. It's not human. It's not canine. It's one of them.
One of what?
A lycanthrope.
A what?
Lycanthrope.
A werewolf.
I don't understand how a man could come out of nowhere. How could come from an internet. Yo, we gotta start watching these YouTube peoples. We gotta start watching these YouTube peoples because they are out here. Mystery Guitar Man out here with movies with Mad Milkisons, and now Josh Rubin of College Humor fame, the college version of SNL, out here with 2 heaters. Not 1, 2 heaters out the gate.
2?
Yes, Werewolves Within and Scare Me.
A Shudder exclusive.
That's why I ain't seen it.
And honestly, both are probably some of the best bits of filmmaking I have seen in a long time. But that's enough out of me.
Pinch me already.
What do y'all think?
I am in the same boat as Trae. That doesn't happen very often. I'm in shock at hearing you say those words.
What can I say? I'm not always contrarian. Sometimes I can just go with the flow.
Y'all, this is y'all's ticket and clue. Watch these movies. Josh Rubin is the man to watch. He is just phenomenally well done with these 2 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Do that shit.
I guess y'all gonna leave it up to me. Me, Shakis, has to be the guy to completely agree with everything you guys say. I can't even do it.
I was for real thinking like, oh, for real? You don't like you ain't with it?
I was like, are we canceling you for real?
Laughing during the movie.
No, that shit was fucking hilarious, bro. And it ain't even the parts that are supposed to be funny they give me. It's the off shit. You know how I love, you know. If you listen to, I feel like I've done this on one of the podcasts before. If not, it's just one of the countless times me and Trae talk. The fucking Digimon dub. How specifically, and it's because of Digimon, they do shit off camera. They just be saying shit.
Oh yeah,
while they pan over, or they're fucking wiping over to something, or it's a fade, and they just. Man, damn, did I leave the coffee pot on while I was like, it's just so random. It's just something completely random.
Or my favorite thing with the Digimon the movie where Akuma's in the middle of the road and he's just like, whoa, did you see that? Nah, man, I was sleeping. But you were driving. Like that's the type of dialogue that's in this movie. Like,
and it's the most like it feels so authentic. Mm-hmm. It feels like if you were in the most bizarre situation where you for some reason decide to become a ranger and go to this fucking town or stationed at this town where everyone's bad shit and there's a fucking werewolf. Really? A werewolf eating people and cutting generators and shit. How would you respond? Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And they treat it as if it's the actual thing. It's good.
I'll tell you why you buy it. 2 words. First word, Sam. Second word, Richardson. This man is probably one of my favorite actors ever because of literally he is the most wholesome human. Like him and Ron Funches, dude that voices King Shark on Harley Quinn.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah. Oh. He also just heavyset black dude, tons of fun. Just love this guy. Right? Both of these guys are great. Sam Richardson literally just kind of is typecast as Sam Richardson in the best type of way. He's played the same character since Veep, but it works for him. Like this just lovable guy who is, well, heck, he's just nice. He's a freaking nice guy, you know?
There's nothing wrong with just being nice. And I'm just like, damn, shots at society.
Fuck. I mean, excuse my language. Frick. Every bit of his delivery, every bit of his his off collar acting is great, right? Along with Milana Vayntrub, who plays the male person here in this movie. They really do play well off of each other. Milana Vayntrub is hilarious. Like, I really want to see her in more things. Again, another person that I saw mostly through YouTube. Because I forgot she was the AT&T girl or whatever. I totally went over my head. I saw her on she has a show with another young lady that I can't remember the name of. It's just this goofy, they have this YouTube interview show. I have to send the link to you later or put it in the description. But they're both just hilarious, and she's just she's been good in some shorts and stuff like that. Like I'm saying, she's one to watch. I need to see her be in more stuff. And then honestly, all of the cast here is just really good. Yeah. All of the performances here are just, everybody's just got that little bit of nuts. One of the funny things in this movie, they do a lot here, but one of the things that I noticed is that each character kind of has a thing they keep repeating. Mm-hmm. You know, the one woman, obviously, my Chachi.
Don't forget Chachi. It's just that shit. She ain't even on the screen. She's just talking about Chachi. It's just a moth. It's like Mothman.
That doesn't mean I want a moth on me.
You were saying a thing.
Yeah, again, it's the shit. She wasn't even on screen, and fucking she just hear the background. Don't forget Chachi. It was like a sad performance, a not good one, but on purpose.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And I love
definitely.
it. I love it. Everyone has their thing.
Sam Richardson. If you miss it, all the times that he mentions snowshoes. And then you have Milana Vayntrub. This man really likes snowshoes. Like that, like you said, they're off screen or lesser than the main dialogue. So you kind of miss it if you're not really listening to it. That, the way they play with that, but also with the cinematography. I think one of the things that stood out to me in this entire film is that it's kind of like Wes Anderson. He doesn't really move in this film. He doesn't move the camera a lot to where it kind of stays center frame. And things happen both either jump in and out of frame, or he really plays with foreground, middle ground, and background in this, which is honestly not really done anymore. Everybody's over the top and flashy, and Josh Rubin in both of these movies, I think one of the things that stands out to me is that he pulls back. In Scare Me, it's a whole movie that breaks the show don't tell rule.
Yes.
It's all about telling, but telling in the most magnificent way that it becomes showing. This is how to keep the camera moving, yet keep you interested in the frame. This man is trying to master mise-en-scène in a way that I'm just I am nothing but a plebe. That is how, he's kept my focus every time the camera shifts or every time a new frame is presented. I'm there looking at what's going on. It's amazing. Dude's amazing. It's amazing shit. The running jokes in here, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, a lot of
Mr. Rogers quote at the beginning was just we both were wait, Mr. Rogers?
Yep. Yeah,
what the heck?
Not even that. It was just the quote. One, they faded it in horror-y, and then they have this creepy ass music under it. I'm just okay. Really creepy quote. It comes in all horror faded. Okay.
And then the name.
And then it's Mr. Rogers. I'm Mr. Rogers? Okay. What the fuck am I in for?
Right?
What the fuck am I in for? And it was great. I was in. I was in for Mr. Rogers quote from black screen in fucking text.
So what did y'all think of the mystery aspect of it?
I don't really I'll say I didn't really see it coming that it was her. I mean, it was very possible. I thought it was going to end up being the innkeeper the whole time. I thought it was going to be... damn, I forgot her damn name. No, it wasn't Janine.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Janine?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was Janine the whole time. And then I didn't, the whole story of her husband, how he ran off with this chick, and then she finds him and fucking kills him, and she's the werewolf and all this shit. I was like, okay. Damn. Now they're gonna, and then they did the thing where it's like there were other attacks before. Right. And I was like, I thought that all of that was gonna end up being, her. But no, the male chick who fucking Agent 47 to this shit.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It took over another male dude's life. Like, oh man, I thought it was good, and then of course it was blown out of proportion. Like everyone's fucking. Are we really in the Mexican standoff right now?
Baby.
It's just a standoff.
Don't say Mexican.
Like I'm just sitting here like, the question of this movie is really because it's really about a werewolf eating people. It's really the mailman who did it.
Male person.
Sorry, male person. Sorry.
Gender's a concept.
They're really saying the lines they are seriously, and it's really good. Like really. Like that's what I got. A+.
What about you? What'd you think about the mystery of it? That's really the whole question. This man went into a second review.
I had to. It's good, man. You can't stop floodgates.
Honestly, as someone who's seen like a lot of horror genre type movies, and having seen like the other Josh Rubin premiere feature, I kind of did expect it. Just because out of all of the cast, she was the one person I wouldn't have originally suspected. And usually that idea is not the best one to have, but it worked for this movie. So much, in fact, I will probably make my dad watch this movie because he will also love it, because he loved to scare me. And Josh Rubin is really that man. Yeah. Like, he's out here doing the damn thing. And it's working. And he needs to keep doing it. I would like to have more things to watch, Mr. Rubin. Please don't stop. The mystery aspect, it hit all the notes that I think it needed to, as far as like beats and everything. It was just really well done, man. Like, I'm at a loss for words.
Okay. I really, I think one of the things about like the big reveal that it is Millan Vantrip was that I didn't want it to be her, so it kind of took it out of my mind from the get-go. But I'll tell you, first time I watched this, and this is true, it's not something I'm just saying, well, now because I've seen it twice. And, no. The first time I watched it, I thought it was weird. The part where Pete's hand gets bit off, when everybody else comes out, she's the only one that's in like night clothes. You know what I mean? Like in a robe, comfortable, while everybody else is fucking afraid, still in the clothes that they were when they were all together. You know what I mean? Nobody else is relaxed.
Damn, I didn't even notice it.
I looked at look, I'm not gonna lie. It's not because
it's one of those like you blink and you'll miss it kind of things.
Yeah,
but it was there.
But it's one of those things to where I just, not like I'm a big detective or anything like that, but mostly because I am just really into Millan Vantrip, so I was looking at her body. That's all I'm saying. I was just,
it was mostly covered.
It was my perversity that caused me to see the clue.
And for a good reason, because she probably still had some of his blood on her. Because of that flashback bit we get towards the end of her like doing that. There was blood dripping down her. Like,
when I say I was looking at her body, I didn't mean I was looking at her naked body. No, I was looking at her body the whole time, the whole movie. So, clever or not, whether she was so in my brain is another story, sir. And now Trae is canceled. But at a certain point, like, I had that in the back of my mind when I was watching this the first time. But then I threw it out because I was like, but it couldn't be, right? And then they kind of play with, is there even a werewolf at all? Because it goes all Departed for a second there, and everybody's just killing each other. And I'm just like, well, crap, maybe there's not a werewolf. Maybe just crazy people doing crazy stuff in a crazy town. And then next thing you know, toe crackle. Oh no!
Oh, God.
She's a real werewolf.
Every appendage to every joint cracked. I'm sitting here like, oh no. Not you.
Right? I'm disappointed. No. I was like, nah, Miliana, no.
And then it gets worse because then she's just like, yeah, these people are all just crazy. I just had to do a little bit of work and now I got food for the spring.
No, the best line that hurt my heart was for poor Sam Richards. Is like, Yeah, no, werewolves are real, but girls who like Walden and your stories about national parks are fantasy. I was like, dang, like, you could have just ate this man and not hurt his heart so bad.
For maybe the bitterness and the sadness makes the meat taste better.
Oh God,
She likes her men just a little bit bitter.
Hurtful. Just worse. Yeah. I hate her now.
Yeah.
No, but that honestly, like all of that, like this, it's such a well written story. This is really, I need to check who wrote this script. They need just
Mishna Wolf.
I made that comment earlier.
All good.
I was like, the best
Good
pun
Mishna.
ever.
You did. Is it a pun or is it just a funny coincidence? I mean,
There are no such thing as coincidences.
yeah, apparently not even to be able to say that word. But no, Mishna Wolf, amazing script, amazing structuring, like all of that is good. You
Put your foot in it.
put your foot in it. Yes. Also, to be like, it has to be said, internet. Guess what? Best video game movie. This is it.
It's based off.
It's based off an Ubisoft game.
All right, I gotta take a minute here. Stop the podcast. Shut it down. Hold up.
Okay.
Don't stop the podcast. Fuck. We got two. We got two now.
What was the other one?
Mortal Kombat?
Tomb Raider.
Oh.
Hell no. That shit just, I just forgot about that movie already.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider. Speaking of, even though we watched trailer tonight with Alicia Vikander.
There it is.
I was going off the V in her last name.
It was cranking.
That movie was good. This movie was great though. This is probably the best one. This is for sure.
I feel like it's a movie first before being a video game movie. I think it's really good that they chose such an obscure property that nobody would even think about it. Right.
Never heard of it. This don't even sound like an Ubisoft game.
You don't even. I feel like they weren't really trying that hard because a lot of video games movies try real hard to make sure you get the winks and the nods from the video game.
Yeah.
And it's Mario. He gotta have that red hat. And it's like, why ain't Mario got the red hat, bro? He gotta fucking eat mushrooms. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, you don't have to stick.
You have to do all the shit that makes the video game, but you really don't. You can just do like one thing, maybe.
Just make a good movie.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the secret sauce.
that should be the the baseline, but they're like, no, let's put the video game on TV instead of let's make a TV show out of this game.
Or rather, this feels like an indie movie where everything else that's been out there feels like a big budget movie trying to be marketed. This feels like an indie movie trying to just be a movie.
Yeah.
Everything else feels like marketed material. And that's what set this one apart from all the other like things. Like Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft. Just go ahead and give Sam Rubin Assassin's Creed. Why not? Why not? Because he did you one right now, and I never would of all the companies, of all the developers' movies, never in my publishers' movies, never in my life would I said an Ubisoft movie would be the first great video game movie. No.
Especially not after one of their most popular properties was not even worth thinking about.
No, not at all. So I honestly really have nothing to give but an A+ for this movie because it's above and beyond. Like it's above and beyond across the board, from the acting to the cinematography to the script to the sound design. The sound design in this thing is great.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have no complaints. I have no notes. This is one of those movies that, yes, I will be looking at again and again, especially just for that cinematography. Like, especially for the script writing. No notes. A+. No notes. Sharon, you're the only one who has yet to give her grade, I believe. What is your grade? No notes.
A+. Josh Rubin, please send us your contact information. We will send you some sort of certificate.
You will. You deserve. I'll fucking make a certificate. You deserve it. I've done it before. I know how now. I'll make you one. No, it'll be said. It'll just say no notes. You get none.
You get the no notes award.
2 movies. 2 movies, and he's like, we haven't done a movie club for Scare Me, but literally after Sharon said on I think she did on the 2020 podcast wrap up. Yep. I was like, all right, because I'd already had it in my mind, but I was like, I'll check it out when I check it out. I was like, okay. Somebody else is hype it up. Let's check it out. Out of nowhere, sleeper hitter hit me in the throat. I was choking in here. Shakis ain't here. I was too big. I was in catatonic state. That's how good it was. No notes. 2 movies. No notes.
Sometimes I watch good stuff.
That is crazy.
Jordan Peele didn't do that. I had notes for us. I did. Yeah. I didn't want to. I had notes for us. Josh Rubin, college humor. No notes. Wild.
That is some crazy shit.
You did the damn thing, man.
I did some thinking.
What'd you think about? I did some
thinking. And...
better not be about notes.
No. There are no notes. There are no notes. This is just like, this movie reminds me a lot of the feeling I got from watching Knives Out.
Yes. Like 1,000 times yes. Like, I had the same thought during this.
It's
rewatch.
so they're very different, but they're so similar in the feeling that you get from watching them. And it's just like, man, that movie felt it's authenticity. I felt raw authenticity off these films.
It's almost like they both watched Clue and was like, how can we do this better? Like,
how can we make Clue interesting?
You know, exactly. Because definitely Sam Richardson is oh God, what is his name? James Bond. Daniel Craig. Yes, Jesus. He is literally the Daniel Craig of this, except for talking about donuts. He's talking about snowshoes. Donut shaped whole mystery. No, it's honestly yes, and with a kooky cast of characters.
Yeah,
and this like plot twist of like it was the person you least expected the entire.
Yeah.
No, yeah, these two you could literally have a mystery double feature with these two. There's almost 2 double features. A Knives Out, Werewolves Within double feature, and then fuck it. On another day, it's Scare Me and Werewolves Within. Like you literally could double feature this movie twice. It's so parable. It's parable. Yeah,
that's good.
Like that's no notes.
Werewolves are overdone.
Except in this film.
This motherfucker said, no, they ain't. No.
What we thought. let's see what everybody else thought. This I think this played online as well. With a budget of $6.5 million. This came in with a box office of 869,000, give or take. But since we still, it's a lesser movie, so let's see what the Rotten tomato score hit with a tomato meter of 86% and an audience score of 82%.
Tomato. The people and the critics
are in alignment.
Very close too.
Very close. I've the scant amount of times that I've seen that happen.
It's usually one's really high, one's like 12 or like 20 points lower.
Right.
This is 4 points.
Right.
This is a 4 point. This is plus or minus 4. That's not bad.
Honestly, that's great. Like, and so I'm not really worried a lot about the fact that it's the budget isn't that high. Like I don't really think this deserves to be a flop at all. It's it got shown online and here, so and in theaters, so it's it's gonna have some rocky payouts. And I feel like Josh Rubin's so talented and he's got such a good track record where if he's not like more widespread hired, he could still be hired with on Shudder, because that's where his first feature Scare Me, like Sharon said, it came out on. So honestly, Shudder be like, yeah, I will pick you up for exclusives. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody like Blumhouse picked them up next.
Oh man, yes.
If not like A24 or something.
And they give him a couple of shoestrings, tin can, and he'll make a fucking that would be
yeah.
Or A24. Give A24. You probably already got them online, but
You know what I mean? Like somebody
Talk to
has
him.
to.
Just
Somebody
talk to
has to have them online.
I know somebody in y'all's division saw this movie. They had to, man. This shit is good.
It's really good. Like, and this is honestly to see this
Horror
horror
comedy.
is even like it cements it. It cements how good it is. So once again, no notes.
You're a werewolf. Maybe you're a werewolf. You're a werewolf. You're a werewolf. You're a werewolf. Maybe we're all werewolves. Right.
Are we really in a Mexican standoff right now?
Baby, don't say Mexican. Just stand up.
Thank you for listening to another Movie Club podcast, Production 1200's premier podcast. If you have suggestions for movies you want us to see, leave them in the comments below. Check out the short films we have on the page and look forward to what we're making next. If you want more from us or other ways to reach us, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all Production 1200. If you're listening to us on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating review. Trust me, it's what your grandma would have wanted. And if you listen to us on other podcast platforms, do the same if you're able to do those things. It's Trae Price signing off. Hear you next time.